I got a question for you. Ever wish you could land better roles? Stupid question, right? I mean, who doesn't? But here's something that you may not know. You have got way more sway over the roles you get than you think. Intrigued? Good, because today we are diving right into how to amp up your personal brand as an actor. This could be the game changer that you have been looking for. This is the exact approach I use to upgrade from small parts and co-stars to leading roles and guest stars. Not only are these roles way more interesting and challenging, but they also mean more money, because more complex roles usually mean more days on set. So, are you ready to get the career you want and deserve? Alrighty then, let's go. My name is Ann Alexander Cedar, and I'm an award-winning actor, screenwriter, and life and career coach. I specialize in helping actors because you all are my peeps. I help you map your actions to your aspirations so that you can get the career you want and deserve. Picture your personal brand as a 5-pointed star that illuminates your career path. Each point represents a crucial element: your physical appearance, your essence, personality, reputation, and unique attributes. When each point shines brightly, you shine brightly in the industry. So after watching this, you'll have a much better understanding on how to create your own strong, authentic brand that will help you stand out in auditions, build your reputation in the industry, and ultimately not only book more roles, but more of the kinds of roles that you want. So get ready to learn some valuable tips and tricks that will help you create a personal brand that truly represents you as an actor. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why branding is as important for actors as any other profession, and actually maybe even more than in any other profession. And you'll understand what makes you uniquely you, so you can position yourself to your best advantage in the industry. To help you figure this out, I've put together a free workbook so that you can decode your own personal brand. Download it now to identify your unique strengths, values, and traits to help you forge a brand that genuinely reflects who you are as an actor and a person and positions you to get the roles you want. Just click on the link in the show notes to grab your free copy. Okay, that's done. Let's roll. So, what is an actor's brand? I get it. Thinking of yourself as a product might be uncomfortable, but the sooner you consider your unique selling points from an objective standpoint, the quicker you'll see positive shifts in your career. Your talent and experience? Vital, no doubt. Don't get me wrong, but they won't serve you unless the casting folks know who you are and what you bring to the table. If they don't, you're going to be missing out on auditions and roles that you could have been perfect for. So let's unravel this. Your personal brand as an actor is like a unique recipe, blending your talents, skills, appearance, and values. This brand reflects your off and on-screen persona, your style, the vibes you radiate, and even the chatter or your reputation that follows you. Having a solid grasp of your brand keeps things cohesive, much like a well-crafted character remaining true to their narrative. In this era pulsating with artificial intelligence, what's more precious than ever is our very humanity. We are beautifully imperfect, a whirlwind of emotions, contradictions, and quirks. And guess what? That's not only just okay, it's wonderful. All of those things you've seen as flaws or setbacks could be the very elements that make you unforgettable. Let's remember something crucial. Those flaws we fret over, be it our weight, height, accent, in German that is, whatever, are not shortcomings. Instead, they are your unique facets, your secret sauce, your superpowers in the industry. So own them, let them shine, because they contribute to what makes you, well, you. Consider actors like Peter Dinklage, Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, Viola Davis, Mads Mikkelsen, and Anya Taylor-Joy. They might not fit into traditional molds of attractiveness, but their unique features, coupled, of course, with their immense talent, let's not forget that, make them indelible in our minds. The same goes for international stars like Christoph Waltz, Penelope Cruz, and Ke Huy Quan, who've crossed borders, making accents part of their charm. That's who I'm looking at. So you see, your brand isn't just about skills or looks. It's the whole enchilada. It encompasses you in all your authenticity. It's the unique imprint you leave on a role, your voice, your style, your quirks, and your idiosyncrasies. It's what makes people remember you long after the credits roll. It's what makes you stand out from the crowd and forge lasting connections. Take the time to uncover and highlight all the ingredients that make you unique, and you can thank me later. Let's talk about looks. Your physical appearance isn't the be-all and end-all of your brand. It's undoubtedly the first thing that people notice, but it's not everything. Consider your body type and fitness level. These aspects will influence the roles you're likely to get. I mean, picture Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What would his career look like without his chiseled physique? On the other hand, think of Matthew McConaughey's drastic weight loss for Dallas Buyers Club. I mean, initially typecast as a Hollywood heartthrob, it wasn't until he altered his physique, and thus his brand, that he started to be taken seriously as an actor. Okay, next up, grooming and personal style. Your hairstyle, makeup, and wardrobe choices convey a specific image or personality. Sure, actors go through hair and makeup for roles, but your offset look can still sway casting decisions too. Don't forget your vocal and physical mannerisms. The way you speak and move can signal a lot about your personality and the roles you're suited for. Can you imagine Christopher Walken, Clint Eastwood, Lauren Bacall, Sylvester Stallone, or Arnold Schwarzenegger without their iconic voices and mannerisms? Their unique attributes have significantly influenced their branding and the roles that they've landed. Now, it's worth noting that many outward aspects like fitness level, regional accents, and even things like crooked teeth, these can all be fixed or changed. Let's say it that way, changed. For instance, did you know that Tom Cruise had a snaggletooth smile before he got braces, which turned his kisser into one of the industry's most famous and valuable smiles in the world? Again, a classic case of someone changing their look in a way that changed their branding. So if you want, you can put considerable effort into modifying your outward appearance. But remember, the acting world needs diverse body types and personalities. So unless changing your body type is essential to you, don't sweat over what people think or say. Instead, make your own unique place in this industry. All right. So we've chatted about your looks. Now let's get into the real juicy stuff. Your essence, your personality, and all the other bits and pieces that make up the glorious puzzle that is you. You've probably heard these words thrown around a lot, but let's really break them down. First up is your essence. Sounds a bit mystical, right? But it's actually pretty straightforward. Your essence is like your core, the real deal you that stays constant no matter what life tosses your way, no matter how much weight you gain or lose, no matter how old you are. Maybe you're someone whose essence is nurturing, compassionate, or heck, even fierce. No matter where you are, what you're doing, or what you're playing, that genuine you shines through. When it comes to acting, your essence is like the first impression you make before you even utter a word. It's that gut feeling others get when they're around you. Okay, now let's talk about personality. Your personality is like your style of interacting with the world. It's the mix of traits that influences your actions, thoughts, and feelings. Personality can be a bit of a chameleon. It changes and adapts depending on things like your environment, your experiences, your personal growth, your mood. I mean, 1,000 things can affect your personality. It's also pretty out there. for everyone to see. It's the way you express yourself and relate to others. You could be outgoing, introverted, analytical, spontaneous. It's all part of your personality. So to boil it down to basics, your essence is steadfast and always true to your nature. And your personality is the unique mix of traits that dictate how you move in the world. When you're acting, getting a handle on both can help you bring characters to life in a way that's authentic and deeply engaging. Okay, now that we've got that sorted, let's dive into how your essence and personality mix and mingle to shape your personal brand. Your essence is like the beating heart of your brand, and while it's made up of many parts, it's the authentic, genuine you that remains unwavering no matter how life shakes you up. Picture yourself as a diamond with multiple facets. This is one of my favorite metaphors because people, we are not diamonds in the rough. We are faceted diamonds. Now, some of these facets are prominent and obvious, and each one of these facets represents a piece of your overall essence. Say, for example, kindness is one of the first things that people notice about you. This will perhaps be the big shiny facet on the crown of the diamond. The next thing people notice is that you're smart and earnest. Perhaps you also seem well-educated and slightly vain. These attributes would be the facets surrounding your most obvious attribute. As you move down the sides of the diamond, the facets get smaller and smaller until they reach the point at the bottom. These represent other attributes that make you you. Maybe humor, stubbornness, or the propensity to hold a grudge. As an actor, you can emphasize or polish certain traits, making them stand out in more specific roles. Another beautiful thing is there are no wrong traits. Everything is useful to an actor, even traditionally negative traits like vengefulness or envy or pettiness. These are all things that can be gold to an actor. Okay, so back to our little faceted diamond. When you polish a certain trait to make them stand out for specific roles, this is basically akin to adjusting the light, hitting a facet of a diamond to make it sparkle more brightly. Now, while the spotlight may be on these highlighted traits, the rest of your facets are still present, subtly shaping your performance and making it uniquely yours. After all, the essence of you is always still you. Your uniqueness comes from your particular mix of these traits that make up your essence. Now, when it comes to personality, what words come to mind when you think about yourself? Are you lively or more of a chill, laid-back type? Do you tend to be serious or more on the playful side? Remember, as an actor, you've got the freedom to play all sorts of characters. For example, if intelligent is a word in your wheelhouse, that means you could play a whole range of roles, from a clever con artist to an astrophysicist. Just look at Hugh Grant. He's an example of an actor who brings a consistent element of his essence and personality to every role. Grant is known for his portrayals of charming, somewhat bumbling, and self-deprecating characters, often with a strong sense of humor. Even when he portrays characters who are flawed or make mistakes, he usually still retains an element of his charm and likability. Okay, next up, think about your emotional chops. What moods can you really sell? Knowing your strengths here can help you go for roles that let you shine. Bryan Cranston is a great example because he went from being a lovable dad in Malcolm in the Middle to a hardened drug dealer in Breaking Bad. His emotional range is outstanding. Your heritage is another aspect that can set you apart. It can add a unique twist to your brand and performances. Take Riz Ahmed, for instance. His British-Pakistani background helps him to bring a variety of complex characters to life. Lastly, in this section, let's talk about age. It's not just a number, but a range of experiences and characters you can convincingly pull off. It's important to be realistic about the age range you can play, but don't let age stop you from going for roles that stretch you and showcase your talent. Your life experience can bring an authenticity to your characters that really resonates with audiences. Judi Dench is a perfect example. She continues to nab powerful roles across different age ranges, using her real-life experiences to add depth to her performances. In a nutshell, these factors, personality traits, emotional range, cultural background, and your age and experience, they all add up to create your unique brand as an actor. By understanding and embracing them, you can put together a brand that's truly, authentically you. But your brand doesn't begin and end with your essence and personality. There's another big player, your reputation. This is all about how you conduct yourself. Are you on time? Prepared? Are you respectful to everyone on set? And let's not forget about dedication to your craft. Are you someone folks enjoy working with? Do you listen and take direction well? And when the going gets tough, do you huff and complain? Or do you roll up your sleeves and get on with it? I know an actress who aims to be the sunshine on set for everyone she works with. Now there's a goal to aspire to. And let's chat about the buddy system in this business. Sometimes it's not just about what you know, but who you know. Word to the wise, don't torch any bridges. Word travels fast in our industry, faster than a California wildfire. So don't you be the one lighting matches. That means avoid gossiping about others. And maybe even more important, don't give anyone anything about you to gossip about either. It can be a fatal mistake to underestimate how your reputation will precede you when it comes to networking. In the film industry, your connections can sometimes be as crucial as your skills. So you don't want to do anything that might screw up a future connection. And let's get real for a second. Rejection is part of the package in this industry. But how you handle those no's can also shape your reputation. Being able to take a hit and come back swinging speaks volumes about you as a professional. So concentrate on these aspects as well as you sculpt your personal brand as an actor. All in all, no one's saying you have to be perfect. Everyone has a bad day once in a while, but strive to be consistent so that when something does happen, like a traffic jam that makes you late, or even a meltdown on set, people will know that that's not how you normally are. It's crucial to keep your actions and your attitude steady. It's like walking the talk day in and day out. Over time, this consistency doesn't just build trust, but it's the bedrock of a solid personal brand. In this business, your reputation arrives before you do, so make it a good one. Okay, now let's talk about your unique selling points. Yes, you have them. It's not just products on a shelf that have them. These are the things that make you stand out from the other actors out there. You know, the things that make you the unicorn in the room. First, think about all your specific skills or talents. Have you ever been complimented for doing accents or dialects? Maybe you've been training in dance or martial arts since you were a kid. Write these things down. Do you speak any other languages? Or perhaps you've played sports professionally. Don't overlook your past professional experiences too. I know actors that were doctors, police officers, and lawyers in their previous lives. Just think about the advantage they have when it comes to procedurals like CSI, ER, Tatort, etc. Think of ways that your past career or experiences could give you an edge in your acting. Then jot them down. Also, take a moment to consider your life experiences and perspective. Have you backpacked through Europe for a year? Are you passionate about a particular charity or cause? Have you lived in a foreign country and can bring a unique cultural perspective to your roles? How do your physical attributes make you unique and give you a distinctive perspective? And here's something special: standing for something. Having a cause or an initiative that you care deeply about can help you stand out and be remembered. I have a friend, an actress, who's leading the All Bodies in Sight movement, which focuses on actors with non-conventional bodies. Another actress I know, over 45, is pioneering the Let's Change the Picture initiative to change how mature women are viewed and cast in the film industry. And then there's an actor I know who helps displaced Ukrainian actors find their footing in their new homes. Me? I'm trying to position myself as a voice for expat actors based in Europe. Your cause doesn't have to be high and mighty, but it does need to be something that you're passionate about. These causes not only help us stay top of mind, but they also provide talking points and icebreakers, and they allow us to speak from a place of empowerment rather than begging for a job. And here's another thing. Don't underestimate the power of your personal stories. You know the dreaded question, so tell me about yourself. In Germany, we actually make short videos to answer this question and call them an About Me. Depending on the situation, you can tailor them to be a few sentences or stretch them out to a couple of minutes. These stories offer insights into who you are and what it might be like to work with you. They can also help you to align with a particular role or skill, say another language. But they can just as easily be used in live situations. If you're interested, I can dedicate a future video on crafting your compelling About Me video. So just let me know in the comments if that's something that you might be interested in. Lastly, let's not forget the digital side of things. Your social media portrayal is becoming increasingly important in this industry. There are directors out there who regularly check out an actor's Instagram just to get a feel for who they truly are. So ensure your Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or Twitch, or Switch, or whatever the heck it is, that they're all consistent with the brand you're trying to portray. For instance, if you're building a brand as a comedic actor, share posts that highlight your humorous side. And let's not forget about your passion and commitment to your craft. How are you staying sharp and on top of your game? Are you taking workshops or working with a coach? Remember, acting is a muscle that needs to be exercised, so keep it toned and strong. In Japan, they have perfected the art of kintsugi, whereby they take a broken plate or vase or bowl, whatever, and they put it back together using gold to highlight the cracks instead of trying to hide them. Embracing your unique qualities and imperfections can actually help you create a stronger and more memorable personal brand as an actor. It's important to recognize that your quirks and differences can be the very things that make you stand out in auditions and ultimately land you the role. The problem is not the problem, it's the solution. So the sooner you identify what makes you unique, the sooner you can turn it to your advantage. I like to say, turn your flaws into your superpowers. In other words, don't try to hide them or conform to what you think the industry wants. Instead, use them to your advantage and let them shine through in your performances and in your personal brand. By doing so, you can create a brand that is truly authentic and reflects the real you with all of your beautiful uniqueness. All right. If you found this video helpful, I would truly appreciate it if you would share it with another actor. And don't forget to download your free workbook to help you discover and refine your personal brand. Until next time, you stay your bold and beautiful self. Bye-bye.